Welcome back to another episode. We have an official name for the show, but I'm going to say the second name, though. The official name, Panthers on Plus.
Okay.
A.K.A. the Bald Brothers Panthers Preview Week 4.
I like that one.
I got my guy, Eugene Robinson. How you doing, man? How you
I'm
feeling?
doing great, man. Look, when you win a game, everything is different. Everything tastes better, smells better, sounds better, everything.
Let's get to it. Okay, we always start the show with this, what Eugene was right about, what Eugene was wrong about. We'll start with, what were you right about, what were you wrong about?
So I said the key to this game is you got to be able to stop that offense. I was afraid that Eugene Robinson would actually just have a field day.
Yeah.
And it was going to be up to that defense of that front seven to get away to stop them. They were able to do that. And then I thought on the flip side of that, it's going to be really imperative that Bryce is able to go ahead for protection purposes, have the ability and the time to throw the rock, and he was able to do that.
I think the theme of the Panthers season so far, at least for the first two games, is getting off to that slow start. You know, you have that scripted plays. They started off fast. They scored on their first drive. What were some of the keys of getting off to that strong start, and how can we carry that over to the Patriots?
Here's a great thing, because when you miss a field goal and then you get the ball back, what happens is, you know, the defense goes like this. That's right, we'll stop them. Because your job is to stop them to get the ball back to the offense. Whether that's an interception, fumble, you get it back to offense, or whether you score. The fact that they were able to do that, the offense is geared up and ready, and that's what we're talking about, that jump, that fast start. It happened on defense. It didn't happen on the offensive side of the ball. It happened on the defensive side of the ball, and the offense fed off of it. And they were able to go down there systematically. And I'll tell you what, when Bryce scored that touchdown, he dropped back. People were in his face. He scrambled, and then he outran people to the touchdown.
I feel like we're seeing more Bryce running with the football versus we did the past couple of seasons. Like, he's feeling more comfortable getting – and he doesn't look slow. He doesn't look slow at all.
No, it was warranted. The way things broke down when he dropped back, he looked down in the middle. The receivers were covered. But when he got flushed out of the pocket and he looked, he said, oh, I could go score a touchdown, because the only person who's going to be able to get me is that safety / linebacker from the inside.
Wasn't even close.
Now, it's not even close. I said, this dude's about to run and score a touchdown. He's about to outrun the defensive lineman easily, and he's going to score a touchdown. But that was the energy that was created, I thought, by the special teams and the defense previously.
What do you need to see from Bryce going into Week 4? Something, because he only – and I have a revelation about Bryce. I'll get to it in a little bit. But what do you need to see from Bryce? Because he only threw for about 120 yards. It wasn't eye-popping at all. But did he do some things that you would like to see better?
But this was really, I thought, a defensive game. This was more like a collective, cooperative game. So when we look to talk about Bryce, I want to see Bryce be able to develop this relationship again with T-Mac and the other receivers and distribute the ball.
2 hands on the ball, T-Mac.
My goodness.
2 hands on the ball.
Tell the truth now. Is he not a beautiful find? That dude he's a real deal.
He is the real deal. I love T-Mac.
He's the real deal. And hey, I was a guy that was looking for one of them edge rushers in the draft, to tell you the truth. And I was like, man, we got receivers. No, that guy right there he's the real deal. And so you got T-Mac. I want to see them develop their relationship. I want to see them spread the ball across the board. And I would like to see, too, another guy who I'm really high on is Rico Dowdle. I want to see him get a little more. I want to see more touches with Rico Dowdle.
And he was in the game a lot, too.
I know he was, and I want to see more of that connection, because I think he just got this. Man, every defensive back knows what I'm talking about when we say, man, that guy, he just got that. He just got that thing about him, man.
He's a patient runner.
And he puts his foot in the ground and he's gone. You know, his running style is different from Chuba's, and I don't know, it's so appealing. And he's going to get positive yards.
I like Rico Dowdle a lot. So, okay,
I want to see a little bit more of him, too, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get to my revelation about Bryce. All right. So
okay, my bad.
Bear with me for a second, Eugene. So, Panthers fans, there is a There are folks here in Charlotte that don't remember the Cam Newton days. And the Cam Newton days spoiled us. He was a superstar. He was an excellent quarterback, great quarterback, best quarterback we've ever had in Panthers
Say
history.
it again.
Best quarterback we've ever
No
had.
doubt.
And his jersey should be retired. There should be more about Cam Newton. Cam Newton aside, I think when it comes to quarterbacks, it's not just a Panthers problem, it's an NFL problem. We look for the next superstar quarterback when we should be looking for an above average or an efficient, better yet, an efficient quarterback. And I don't need Bryce to be a superstar quarterback. I need him to be efficient because efficient quarterbacks still get paid. Efficient quarterbacks still win football games. I need Bryce to be more of a Jake Delhomme than a Cam Newton. Does that make sense? What are your thoughts?
Exactly. I like the fact, I know where you're going because Cam is he's like an anomaly. He's like that generational guy.
Yeah.
Cam's, if people don't know, Cam Newton is just that good.
Yeah.
He was the best quarterback that we've ever had here. Ever. I mean, bar none. And so, yes, you're right. He should be up in the Hall of Honor, Ring of Honor, and he will be. And he'll have an opportunity
you think
also.
So?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And he'll have an opportunity actually to get some Hall of Fame votes. The dude's totally different, man.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubt about that. Bryce, I don't need you to be Cam Newton. I need you to be Bryce. What Bryce does really well, he throws the ball well and he throws the ball on time well.
Yeah.
He's accurate. I mean, Bryce is really accurate, and he's patient. He reminds me of the patience of a Joe Montana back there. He's not rattled, even though things are going around. And he has the ability to get out of the pocket if he wants to, like a Randall Cunningham, Cam Newton, if he decides to.
Right.
And then the fact that he's smaller quarterback, doesn't have that height, you would think that he's getting the ball batted down. No, he's finding the windows. So I don't need you to throw for 300 yards.
Right.
I need you to throw for maybe 200 yards, 185 to 200 yards, and have a completion thing run around 65%. If you're somewhere around that, and with this offense and with the talent we have offensively, we could put points on the board. And let me go flip on the defensive side of the ball. Defense, I need you to do what you've been doing. I need you to work like that because you got to be able to limit those opportunities for the other offense to be on the field to give Bryce more opportunities to do what he does.
Yeah, because I think Bryce has it in him to throw for 300 yards. But like you said, we don't need –
I don't need it.
We obviously, we need the defense. We'll get to defense in just a moment. I do want to clarify. This is coming from a guy. I am not the biggest Jake Delhomme fan. You might not know that. I think you're just finding this out, Eugene. This same guy that – threw 5 interceptions in divisional round of a playoff game. Still,
you talking about? Was that the Cardinal game you talking about?
Yeah, it was 2008.
Yeah,
bad memories. I'm not because he wasn't accurate, right? He was not an accurate quarterback. And I think Bryce, to your point, he can make those throws over the middle. He doesn't play like a small guy. He looks like a small guy, but he doesn't play like a small quarterback. So we need Bryce to be efficient. I do want to ask you this. So the pass defense their pass defense has been pretty good. So they only held Aaron Rodgers to only 139 yards.
Are you talking about the pass defense of who?
The Patriots defense.
Okay,
I'm sorry, the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
They only held Aaron Rodgers to 139. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, we're talking about a future Hall of Fame quarterback. Defense is pretty good with the Patriots. I underestimate it.
Okay. Let me fight back. Let me push back on it. Okay, because even though they had a good day against the Pittsburgh Steelers against Aaron Rodgers, they've been giving up 256 yards per game.
Okay.
Throwing the rock. So defensively, if I'm Coach Canales, I'm going like this, dude, there's some breaches and some porous activity that's going in that secondary and linebackers in zone and man play. I got to exploit that.
Right.
That's where Bryce comes in. I need you to be accurate. I need you to do what you do. Because you have to exploit them because on the flip side of that, rushing, they've only given up 60 yards.
Yeah.
Dude.
But do you think they're
second? They're 29th in pass defense, and they're second. So they're the 29th worst team of giving up the ball and passing, and they're the second best team when it comes to the run. So now I think if you're going to shift it a little bit, I'm going to try to attack these dudes regardless of what it looked like against Pittsburgh.
Right.
I'm going to attack these cats right here. And don't forget, even though it was against, what's his name, Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good day.
He did for 139 yards. I mean, it's not a bad day.
He didn't have a bad day.
Not a bad day. I think, to your point, a dose of more Chuba and more Rico. And I think that comes with getting off to a fast start, right?
Yes, it does.
When you get in a hole, hey, man, just throw the run game away because we're gonna be passing the ball trying to catch up.
No, yeah. So I would like to see. I would love for Coach Canales. I want to see maybe a 55, 45, 50, 50. I want to see that type of ratio when it comes to pass to run.
Okay.
Only because I think that there's some ability to exploit the Patriots. And don't forget here. Let's throw this out here too. The Patriots are 3-16 at home. 3-16 now. The flip side, we're 2-17 away. Okay,
but we're 1-0 this season.
Okay, so but when you look at those numbers right there, we're going like this. They can't win at home.
Yeah, they can't.
So, and you coming off a high win like this. Now, if I'm thinking this, I'm like, I don't care. They can't win. Forget what we're doing. Right. They can't win. I'm going in with much more confidence than I would normally go in with confidence.
But before we go to break, I just want to let you know this is a revenge Mike Vrabel game for us because Mike Vrabel caught a touchdown pass in the 2004 Super Bowl against the Panthers. So
that's right. Vrabel didn't he?
I don't like that, Eugene.
Okay.
We have to get out.
About that. All right, Vrabel. Man, that's right. He did.
He did. Let's take a quick break. We're going to talk about the defense coming up after the break. You're watching Panthers on Plus or Bald Brothers Panthers.
I like
preview. All right. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Panthers on Plus or the Bald Brothers Panthers preview week 4. Let's talk about defense. All right, Eugene. We pitched a shutout against the Falcons. What worked? Because, look, I was hard on Evero at the starter after week 1. He's been taking over the chin. What did you see from the defense?
Oh, I thought the defense was, first of all, like, I remember Eugene Robinson when we couldn't stop him. We were down in Atlanta. Yeah. Dude, he was just like, powerful.
Yeah.
And so the very first half, I mean, his numbers, it was limited. He might have had, I saw a 3-yard run, 2-yard run, 2-yard run, 3-yard run. Mm-hmm. Then I saw maybe a 10-yard run, an 8-yard run. Yeah. But it wasn't like what I expected. Yeah. So I said, man, defensively, 8-man front, Gerald, you got your guys up there, and you're saying, look, and don't forget, and I spoken with the coach, and the coach he's also said this too. He said this on the press conference that they had an emphasis on tackling because the last couple of games,
you were on them, they
couldn't tackle. They were terrible at tackling.
And as a former safety, I know they had.
Oh my goodness, you got to go ahead and tackle. That's your deal. You got to be able to tackle, and the fact that we had poor edge control, poor gap assignment, and then poor tackling, that contributed. Now, you take that and you put that against a Eugene Robinson and you don't clean up those areas, the edges, the gap control, and the tackling, he's going to run for 200-something yards, but he didn't. Now, he ran it for, I think they had like 100-something yards rushing, right? Yeah. But it didn't come like you expected.
It didn't feel like it.
It did not feel like it, and that's exactly what you want it to look like. And I thought defensively, got to give Coach Gerald, got to give him his props. But they played well, dude. Yeah. They played extremely well. They shut them out, 30-0, dude. 30-0. They shut them out.
You know, a big part of that.
Goose egg.
The young goose egg. Say that again, man.
Goose egg.
So we're hoping for another goose egg against the Patriots. I was really proud of the young guys. We were banging on the table to see the young guys like Moore Princely, your guy Nick Sturdivant looked great out there. Another guy, Lathan Ransom, safety from Ohio State, played. Man, I mean, he has no problem tackling. I think he should be the starting safety.
Dude, what's going to happen? I'm telling you what's going to end up happening. There's 2 guys who pushing behind Morgan and Scott is Ransom and Damani Richardson.
Your guy,
He dudes, and he had a fumble recovery in that. The thing what makes those guys good is that they're around the ball. Yeah. And then they ain't scared. When they come up, it's not like they don't care about what the talent looks like on the other side. They like, okay, I'm out here. I'm going to go ahead and eat. And I'm telling you.
Lathan punched the ball out. He did a peanut
he did a peanut punch. Yeah, so I'm telling you what, I like what we're seeing. I'm like what we're seeing with the depth-wise. And those young men will be a starter on someone else's team. Then don't forget, you went and got Morik from the Raiders.
Or Las Vegas, I should say.
And then you then also Scott is one of Gerald's guys in his system.
Yeah, I believe he played in the Broncos.
With the Broncos. And so I see. So they got to wait and bide their time. I get it. But the guys biding their time, Ransom and Richardson, you better watch out.
Sticking with the secondary. Man, is it safe to say Mike Jack and J.C. Horn are the best 1-2 combos in the league, cornerback wise?
Not right now, but
okay.
Right now, but they are trending in that direction. They are trending in that direction, and not because I'm saying because I don't want to jinx them. And I don't want them to get hurt.
But they look good.
I know they
look
great.
Yeah.
They look great. Yeah. They playing extremely well. Yeah. They both are playing extremely well. And don't forget, they went against Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinals, and I was sitting there going, man, I want to maybe we should have JC travel back and forth. They didn't.
Mike Jack played well.
He said, wherever you were at, whoever you lined up, I got him.
Big physical corner. I think he came from the Seahawks, so he's a Canales guy, and a Dan Morgan guy.
And a Dan Morgan, yeah. He got good size, and the fact that he's fearless too. Both of those two corners, JC and Jack, they're fearless. They don't care. Yeah. They're fearless.
I do have a question. I meant to ask you this last week. So from a secondary standpoint, a defense standpoint, so offense, obviously you have scripted plays. First 10 to 20 plays are scripted. Defense. Is it a similar thing? Like, what is sort of the mindset the first couple of drives for defense?
So what the coaches basically do is you might get a couple of defensive calls that's coming in because they know that the other team scripts the plays, so they're going to try to possibly say if they come in this or what personnel is coming in the game, then the defense is going to make a call. Based on that personnel that's coming in the game. Okay. So how do they don't script it per se, but it's kind of scripted because it's based on the personnel that comes in the game. Oh, they got this, they got 3 receivers in the game, or they got two running backs and a tight end. Right. Well, most likely they're going to do this, so we need to be in this 8-man front, or we need to be in this defense. So how we do it, we match it by personnel.
Okay.
So whatever the personnel's coming to the game, then we have a series of calls based on the personnel. And then as a free safety, if somebody moves, I have a chance to go ahead and put us in a better position.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And that's what Morrig is going to be doing.
One guy you can't plan for, big 95, Derrick Brown. Did you see that video where he stood up first and then he got back down and he just got him out the way, light work. Falcons had no answer for him. I don't think the Patriots are going to have an answer for Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown
not
coming off of a major injury. Nope. Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Dude, what are you seeing out there?
Dude, Derrick Brown is a beast. Let me tell you what. I played with a guy in Seattle named Cortez Kennedy, and he ended up passing away. He's in the Hall of Fame. Dominant, just dominant and quick, and then mean, man. Like I'll punch you in your mouth. Mean, dude. And but he's nice off the field. But when it came to on the field, Reggie White, same way. Reggie White. Nice off the field, Minnesota defense, I will break you off something. Yeah. He'll tell you, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. And he about to put that thing on you, dude. Warren Sapp. You got guys who just they're good at what they do. Aaron Donald. They're ferocious and they're good and they demand that you have to have 2 guys block them. If you got 1 dude blocking them, man, with that youth and that exuberance of Derrick Brown and just that he knows that he's good and the confidence he has, man, you better watch out, dude. That dude is that good.
And I believe the Panthers made a good decision investing in Derrick Brown. They obviously they traded Brian Burns, but they put their chips in for Derrick Brown, and it seems like it's working out. Eugene.
Yeah, because you can always find an edge rusher, dude. Yeah. That's not. Guys want to be on the edge. Defensive tackles want to be on the edge. Why? You got 1 dude to beat, dude.
And they got 2 of them in the third or 4th round. Yeah,
that's why. When Hassan Reddick was here, and it was Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick, he came from I forget where he
I think he came from the Eagles.
Maybe the Eagles, maybe?
Maybe the Bucs.
Forget where
he's been kind of all over. He's been a journeyman.
Yeah. But you found that rush on the outside because the dudes on the inside, they're not getting the same love. They're getting double teamed. Yeah. They're getting double teamed. They're getting a center or a guard on them every single time. Yeah. Why? But the guy on the outside, what has he done? He has a tackle to beat or maybe a running back.
Yeah. He kind of looks like he's kind of dressed like a corner now. I mean,
with the exceptions of Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett, they're going to say if he's out there in the wide 9 on the outside like that, they're going to say, hey, we're going to put 2 dudes over there to block him because we can't go ahead. We can't afford to go ahead and let that dude disrupt our business.
So I guess
he's that good.
We expect to see more scoring, more Princely, more Lathan Ransom coming into the Patriots game. Drake Maye, I mean, he turned the ball over twice, but, I mean, still a young quarterback, still learning. As a defense, is there anything that sticks out in this game where you're like, all right, I got to look out for this guy, this young fellow?
No, so every quarterback is dangerous. Don't make no mistake about it. And we all know that, and we all say that, hey, man, this dude's dangerous, man, watch out. So we realize, let me back. He's young.
He is young.
He's young.
Second-year player.
Dude, he's young. And so unless you are like, I saw Patrick Mahomes make that leap first year, second year, making that leap to being who he is now. I saw the same thing with Joe Burrow, like, oh, man, Joe Burrow, he's going to be – and I saw the same with Josh Allen. But you got to take a lot of, like – you got to take your lumps, dude.
Yeah.
And I think that – Coach Gerald, if I'm going in and doing a game plan, I'm saying I'm not going to let that quarterback breathe.
Right.
I'm not going to let him breathe. I'm not going to do zone blitzes. I'm going to do 6-man, 7-man blitzes with a pill, and I'm going to get people in his face because I want him to make sure. Can you find that open receiver? Can you find a guy, especially with the way my guys are playing?
Yeah.
Wade Smith and Jack and JC.
It's
dude,
scary.
and then all I have to do is have Murray come jump down on the tight end.
Right.
Dude, I'm gonna get people in your face. And I think that's gonna be that's what I would do.
Right.
And I think that's need to be the protocol going forward because don't give him a chance to sit back there and be happy.
And get his confidence up. Confidence is key for a young quarterback.
I said the same thing. The reason why I thought that we've lost the first couple of games here, I said, dude, the offensive line, I said, there's breaches in the offensive line that Bryce has to go ahead and maneuver, dude. Every quarterback wants to sit back there and go 1,001, 1,002, gotcha. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, gotcha. But when you go, when you're moving, that's a totally different. I want Drake Maye to be moving. I want him to be sitting there worried about, oh man, Preston's coming. Oh man, who they blitzing right now? Oh, I got Rosebloom up in the A gap, man. Okay, Wallace in the A gap. Oh, we got to do doom call. I want him thinking that and not thinking what the play that came in from the sideline and who was his hot receiver.
I'm looking forward to him having a Michael Penix game this Sunday. Let's take
to that.
Okay,
they got Cousins, right? They had who came in the game?
Kirk Cousins.
All right, what does that say?
Kirk cooked Cousins.
I know. So and I'm sitting there going like this, is he hurt? No.
He just cooked.
Dude. So now you just got that's what I want that to be the scenario. Like they gotta go put somebody else in the game because you're putting so much pressure on the quarterback, he can't even think.
We call that barbecue chicken, y'all.
You know that's right.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back here on Panthers on Plus. All right, welcome back here on Panthers on Plus or the Bald Brothers Panthers preview. Along with Carlene. I forgot Carlene. I didn't forget Carlene, but Carlene is here. Hey, what's up, Carlene?
I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm holding it down.
Carlene's happy because the Panthers are doing well.
You know that's right.
Hey, before we get to the quick hitters, Xavier Legette, I didn't forget about you. You just didn't play.
You just didn't play.
I didn't forget about you.
Hamstring.
But you didn't play. We'll get to you at some point.
Yeah, hamstring.
I'm critical on Xavier
Legette. I've been critical too. So look, and I know he's been probably critical on himself. I think the entire community, because they realize his potential.
Yeah.
And they realize how good he can be.
Yeah.
And they want to see that manifested, and they want to see it. And so, look, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting that you can get there. But I will say this too. There's a dude that's been hurt, and if he gets back, he's a game changer.
Jalen Coker.
And I'm just telling you, there's not enough football to go around at all. And Jalen Coker is a game changer. I saw that last year.
And Bryce does not have time to develop chemistry out of there in year 3. He needs to get to guys that he can depend on. But we'll get back to you, X. Don't worry. We'll get back to you. Let's get to some quick hitters, Eugene. All right. So we didn't talk about it, but we'll talk about it right now. Are the Panthers special teams unit, are they the unsung heroes of the team right now?
Absolutely, they are. The special teams unit is probably been one of the big bright spots in the first 2 games. They're good, and I believe in this last game, 3 field goals by Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
three by Fitz.
He's good.
Yeah, and 57. 35, 41. Those are the numbers that came to my mind, and I'm thinking I'm right.
I think you're right. Yeah,
57.
Because 57 was the longest.
That was the longest. 35
history,
and 41.
Off that, so I just learned today that Mike Vrabel said he spent 2 hours watching Panthers kickoff coverage and called Ryan Fitzgerald's kickoffs dirty. Reaction to that, man?
Well, it's.
And I don't have context outside.
Yeah, sure. So I think dirty in a good way.
Okay.
And not dirty as in like bad that he's doing something illegal.
I promise I'm not trying to make it
salacious. No, because he's been able to pin people down.
Yeah.
And this is what I've always thought. And because they got this new rule,
yeah,
I'm looking for maybe to punt the ball down there.
Okay.
Because it's harder to catch a punt. And so Fitzgerald's got some spin on the ball that's making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So I would like to go and say, hey, if you punt the ball 50-something yards, you know how hard it is to catch a punt? Dude, you got to change your personnel.
They were like muffing the.
Dude, it's easy to muff it, dude. It's easy. Yeah. And if you got some spin, I'm not sure what he's doing on the ball, but I know that it's been problematic for the kickoff return guys.
Yeah.
And now what does that mess up? It messes up all the timing.
Yeah.
And don't forget, it's new. It's not that you're running 40 yards to get down to the guy.
Yeah.
You're 20 yards away from the dude.
I was about to say, you're right there.
You're right there.
And it's made it more exciting. It's different, so teams have had to adjust. We've seen the difficulties across the league.
So I think he's saying it's dirty in a good. I don't think it's dirty. Vrabel's saying it's dirty because like he's doing something illegal. I think he's saying it's dirty because it's a hard one to go ahead and.
I don't know. I got to keep my eye on you, Vrabel. Keep an eye on you. Next one. Who's your X factor going into week 4?
T-Mac.
T-Mac, okay.
T-Mac. I know that he's going to be
2 hands on the ball.
I know he's that guy. I think that he's going to have a breakout. Like he's already had a game, but not a game with breakout touchdowns.
Okay.
I think he's that guy. He's going to have like Renfro had a couple of touchdowns in the Cardinals game. I think it's going to be T-Mac going to have about 2 or 3 touchdowns. He's just that guy, man.
Oh, man. I can't wait for it. Panthers, Patriots this Sunday, week 4. A chance for the Panthers to get to 500. I feel like it's been a while since we said Panthers at 500. But we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're going to think good thoughts. We're not going to jinx them. T-Mac, we're hoping for a big game. Defense, another big game. Maybe another shutout. But we'll do this again next week. Make sure you tune in every Thursday, 9 p.m. on WCNC Plus, Panthers on Plus, or
AKA
the Ball Brothers Panthers preview featuring Carlene. You like that, Carlene?
Hi.
And just a reminder, I just want to remind you guys, don't go anywhere here on WCNC Plus because up next is our Hurricane Helene special. We've been in Western North Carolina all week. Reflecting on the resilience there for folks there in Western North Carolina. So make sure you stay tuned for that special. All right, we'll see you again next week.